In this video, we're going to go over how to create an event in ConnectSx. So first, in the console, we're going to navigate to the events section. Here, you can see all of the events that you already have created. You also can filter and search your events up here at the top, as well as view them in a calendar view. To create an event, click Create New. An event is the main way that inventory gets consumed in the system. So that typically means that inventory is being sold. But there are a wide range of different options or situations where you might need to consume inventory. So the first thing we're going to do is select our event type. The first one is case, like a surgical case, and the inventory that's being sold during that case. Going further down, we have damaged, so damaged inventory that needs to be removed. Loaned inventory that you need to remove from your system. The other option can be used as a catch-all for any situation that we haven't already designed for. A couple that we often see are using it for inventory adjustments or cycle count. Because by removing the inventory via an event, you create a record so you can return to it and see what was actually happening on that date, what the context of the situation was, as opposed to just manually deactivating the inventory. Going further down, we have if inventory may need to be returned to a supplier, if inventory was being sampled out, like it was gifted or sampled to a doctor. We have stocking order. This is an interesting one that if you need to learn more about this, you should check out our videos about stocking orders. A stocking order is when you sell inventory directly to a hospital outright and then need to reference when that inventory is used at a later date, but without selling it again. So this is how you can sell that inventory and then record use later without doubling up on your sales reporting. We have subscription, so if a sale is happening repeatedly or an item is being used repeatedly, and clinical trials. So we're going to select a case. If you want to, you can enter a patient ID. This is meant to be kept anonymous. ConnectSx is built on HIPAA-compliant infrastructure. However, you should make sure to observe any other HIPAA precautions that you need to keep your information safe. Then enter a name for the case. So this should really be consistent in your organization from one event to another. Next, select the representative. This should be the user that we are going to be pulling inventory from in this case, so inventory in their custody is going to be used. This is also the user that will be earning the commission, so make sure you are selecting the right representative as you're creating this event. Next, we'll enter the facility, the procedure, and the physician. These are populating from the directory, and so they are managed where we manage all your critical business data. However, if these aren't created yet, you can click the plus buttons next to any of these fields to open a pop-up and create them on the spot. Lastly, we'll select the date of our event and click Next. You'll want to select the manufacturer whose inventory is being used in the event. You can assign a product line filter, which will act as a search filter in the next screen when you're selecting inventory to be used. And you can associate containers with this event so you can keep track of what containers were used in this event, but also how many times have those containers been sterilized, or get an idea of their turns. So if all the information is correct, we'll hit create and our event will be created. So now our event has an open status and there isn't anything for us to do until it's time to actually go into the operating room and do the case and mark that inventory as sold. There are a few options that you can use while you're waiting for that day to come. You can add this event to your calendar to help keep track of it. You can see along the right side, you can add images, typically meant to be in the operating room, but of device labels or patient stickers. And then if you need to add comments to your event, you can do that all the way at the bottom. So that is how you can create an event in the ConnectSx console. Please go on and watch the next video about marking used inventory in a case to continue the workflow.